Before we get into today's vlog, I'm going to do a very special happy birthday shout out to a viewer, someone very special. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Oz, Mark's fiance, whose birthday is February 22nd. Happy birthday to you.
It's LeahMouseVlog, LeahMouseVlog, it's LeahMouse's vlog.
Just do this, zoom in maybe. Zoom out. Shouldn't be recording yet, I'm an idiot. Cooperate. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another exciting, fun-filled vlog here on LeahMouseVlog, the YouTube channel that you absolutely love the most in this entire world. So just as a little follow-up here, I do want to officially wish a very happy birthday to Oz, the fiance of Mark, whose birthday is February 22nd. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and I love you, and I very much appreciate you as a human being, and you have a wonderful fiance. Make sure to give Mark a big hug, because he deserves it. Mark, you make sure to give Oz a big hug, because obviously Oz deserves it as well. And you're both lovely human beings, and you better have yourself a lovely birthday, because I said so. So, there you go. Okay, so the last vlog that I put up, I tried to do the thing, you know, where I was like, I don't give a damn about monetization, and I literally just sat there and listened to a bunch of music and wanted to hang out with you guys, which I admit maybe I should have done as a live stream, but it was also 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, well, who's gonna tune into a live stream at 5 o'clock in the morning? This is ludicrous. Also, there's no way I could have anticipated that it would get blocked literally everywhere. I think like 100 people anywhere were able to actually view the thing, so that kind of ticked me off. I got like 13 or 15 copyright claim emails after uploading that, which I expected because there was a lot of copyright music in it. But I didn't realize that that was gonna mean it was gonna be blocked everywhere and like nobody could see it, and that was crap. So if y'all want to see the video and you weren't able to watch it, go to Facebook and find my group, the LeahMouse Mischief. In that group, you know, we hang out, we're family. It's like a smaller, close-knit group community thing of, you know, the greater LeahMouse audience, and I know a lot of you guys I would love to have in that group, and you're not, and I know that because I know who you are and stuff, but like I literally can't search for some of you people. I've tried. I've actually physically tried to search for some of your names, but it won't let me because you're not like on my friends list or you don't follow the page or something like that. It's dumb. So go find the LeahMouse Mischief on Facebook and request to be part of the group. And then I posted the video there so you can watch it if you do want to see what you missed, because, you know, it's fun, it's whatever. Plus it's just a good group to be a part of. Everybody's super nice. They post cool things all the time, funny things. We just hang out and laugh and have a good time. Just like on this channel, but it's a little bit more, you guys can interact with each other more, and it's not just like me as front and center, you know, it's like just, we're all just kind of in the pool having a good time. So yeah, this vlog obviously is a vlog where I decided to set the camera down because my arm hurts and I don't feel like holding the camera up anyway. Another thing, I just put a video up on my main channel, which has been dormant for many a moon, just because it's easier to vlog, for one thing. It's easier for me to just vlog what's already going on in my life and everything, rather than like think of an idea for a video, sit down and, you know, polish it up or whatever and stuff. Like main channel videos just take a lot more time and energy, believe it or not, than just the casual little vlogs of me just doing whatever. So but I felt really strongly about something involving like introversion and people being pushy about like likes and dislikes and things like that. So it's on my main channel. So if you didn't see that or missed that or aren't even subscribed to my main channel for whatever reason, go check that out. It's just LeahMouse on YouTube and it's called I Don't Like This. So you can go watch that and have a good time with that there. Watson's like literally always on the bed sleeping when I'm doing stuff. It's so sweet. Oh, I definitely should have blown my nose before I sat down to do this, because this weather is just wreaking havoc on my sinuses. It's getting dumb. So not much has been going on, which is why I haven't really been vlogging. The candle sales. Oh, I'm having a 20% off sale on my candles, by the way, on my website and my Etsy page until February 23rd. So if you want 20% off everything, you know, including the new 16-ounce candles, which seem to be a good thing here. Big ass candles, 3 wicks is what we decided on. 3, because it works. I tested it. It works really well. So yeah, 20% off if you use code YAY20. That's YAY20. And you put that in and you get 20% off everything. You know what to do. Underworldconnection.com, etsy.com/shop/underworldconnection. So go do that. Anyway, so I have been caught up with watching stuff lately that you guys also have probably been watching. It's not exactly a big internet secret. I've been following the Onision stuff. I know obviously this is also not new news by any means. This is quite old news, in fact. We've all known that Onision has been a scumbag since the beginning of time. I used to watch him, Dolly, back when I lived in Missouri in like 2012 or something like that, and I always felt uncomfortable when I saw his videos, you know what I mean? I'm sure my opinion isn't much different than anybody else's. Like, as a person who has survived a few abusive relationships, I could see it. His personality just jumped out at me as somebody, as a personality type that I was very familiar with, and not in a good way. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm watching the lady across the street chase her dog across the street into the neighbor's yard, followed by her other dog. That's funny. Little Fifi, who should be leashed, and Big Tongo, who also should be leashed, made a hasty escape across the street into the neighbor's yard, and she trundled after them. I don't know if that's actually their names. I just made them up. I don't know these people. Oh, there they go. There's Tongo, and she's holding little Fifi because little Fifi disobeyed her and ran off, and he's getting carried across the street now. Oh, now Tongo's running off. I'm pretty sure that this is the same lady who actually recently called the cops on our friend Ian because it was like 30 below the other night, and Ian went to leave our house after band practice, and he went to put his amp in his trunk, and his trunk latch broke. So it was like 1 in the morning. It was a Saturday night, and he was parked on the street over here, and he had a wrench, and he was like trying to, you know, unfreeze the trunk clasp because it froze and was not shutting, and it was being stupid. And I guess she stuck her head out the door and like yelled at him and is like, I have a baby sleeping and you need to be quiet and I'm gonna call the cops. But anyway, sorry. This is in my system. You understand. Please forgive me. So anyway, so I was following the Onision thing, and I was just, you know how vindicating it is? You know how good it feels when you have observed something about somebody for so long and then finally the rest of the world catches up? I mean, not that it was a big secret that Onision absolutely was the scum of the earth. You know, a lot of people picked up on it. You know, many YouTubers try to draw attention to it for a lot of years. But, like, I always knew, you know, like, just having been a person who's been involved with people with that personality, I saw the similarities, and I'm like, this guy, fuck you, this guy. It's nice now, and, everybody is victoriously rejoicing right now because he finally got demonetized off of YouTube. All of his channels and any subsequent channels he tries to make will no longer be eligible for monetization. So yay, let's all do a happy dance for that, because that's amazing. And it was funny because I actually, the day that I found that out, which was just a few days ago, you know, that it even happened, and then I found out, like, I think maybe 2 days after it happened or something like that. I don't know. I said to JJ, I was like, oh, I know you have no idea what this means, but Onision is finally finished. And he was just like, okay. And then I briefly, you know, highlighted, you know, who he was, who Onision was, and why it was such a big deal, and like why everybody cared. And he made this face when I was describing like Onision's personality and the things that he'd done. He was just like, and I'm like, yeah, this is a disgusting human being. I'm like, so he finally got taken down. He finally everyone came together and brought him down, and he's finally, you know, being held accountable on some level. In no way is it even like remotely close to the justice that we all want, or the the punishment, I guess, that he deserves, but I mean, it's something. It's something, right? So yeah, JJ, once I kind of told him, he was just like, good, fuck that guy. And I was like, yeah, exactly. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I was just watching another YouTube video. I think I've watched more documentary style YouTube videos or reaction videos or commentary videos on Onision than I have actually watched Onision videos, because honestly, watching any videos that he makes my skin crawl. I hate his voice, I hate his face, I hate his mouth, I hate his hair, I hate his eyes, I hate everything about him. He just gives me the willies, and it's, oh yeah, like, I just can't stand it. His personality just drives me up the wall, and I really just wish I could just punch him in the nose. I suppose that it kind of got me thinking. Specifically, I watched the candy corn video. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there was this video of Shiloh, who was one of the females, you know, involved in the abuse that he was with and everything. And if you genuinely have no idea what I'm talking about, I urge you to research it. Go on YouTube, type in Onision Shiloh, you will find a plethora of information. It's unreal, absolutely unreal. You could fall down this rabbit hole for months and never reach the bottom, and yeah, it's just, it's unreal. So I watched that video where she was like in her Halloween makeup, you know, and she said something about him abusing her. It was, I guess it was supposed to start off as a skit or a joke, and then he started throwing candy corn at her, and like the look on her face dropped, the way she was reacting. I was like, I realize they're trying to pass this off as a skit, but my God, that reaction is real. She's trying to mask it and make it look like funny, but I understand, oh my God, do I understand, trying to pass off a real emotion as a joke. It's not the same as trying to pass off a joke as a real emotion. It's not even close. Trying to mask a real emotion as a joke because you're afraid of repercussions is absolutely a thing. I have done it myself, I am sad to say. So that candy corn video, I'm not gonna say it triggered me, because that's a strong word, because I'm not triggered by any of that stuff anymore. It is what it is. I can talk about it, I can think about it, and it's okay. I am in a healthy place now, I'm in a good place now, I've healed, I've grown, I've separated myself from all that stuff. You know, it doesn't have an emotional pull anymore, but I can still observe it and go, oh yeah, and I have like little flashbacks, but it's not triggering in the sense that it makes me uncomfortable, you know, like I regress mentally or have a reaction or something like that. I feel bad because I've been there and I understand, and it sucks. But, you know, I never really got into that stuff with you guys, and it kind of ticks me off because I always intended to, but every time I thought about doing it, or I would sit down and start recording and start talking about it, I couldn't do it because I was triggered, because I was still in that situation. I was still in that mindset, and I never could talk about it. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it's like a secret cry for help thing, you know? When you're in a situation like that, it's so weird. It's like so hard to reach out and so hard to talk about it, because when you're being emotionally manipulated, on some level, you think you're wrong. It doesn't make any sense. It really makes no sense. Like, you can logically know this isn't right, I deserve better than this, the other person is to blame for this, they are doing this to me. You can logically know that, but something about the manipulation and the control and the mental abuse that goes along with it convinces you to keep your mouth shut, because you are gonna look stupid or be wrong or look like the weak one, or people aren't gonna agree with you, people aren't gonna believe you even, and they'll do everything in their power to lash it back in your face somehow, you know, like take it out on you in some way, or do what fucking Onision always did and be real quick to defend themselves and make you look like the crazy one. So it's like a thing where you just can't really say anything. So you think of ways to make small little cries for help, and you just like hope to God people will pick up on it and see it for what it is. I feel like that's what that candy corn video was, honestly. Honestly. It's like, oh, this video is supposed to be a joke, but this is the only way that I can think of to cry for help that isn't blatantly saying like, hey, help me, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of getting off track here, but like, yeah, I wanted to talk about the stuff before, but I was afraid to for myself in a few different ways, because even though I would have been referring to past situations, I was still in a situation where I didn't feel safe talking about it. And you know, now I'm 100% safe in all capacities. I am safe physically and mentally and emotionally. I have a person in my life who is so good. He's so good to me, so incredibly good to me, that he would never, ever make me feel bad about anything. He literally is not a factor. He is not even a factor in any of the things that I have to talk about. And if anything, he's my safe space. And I tell him that all the time. I'm like, and I thank him all the time for being a safe space for me, because he's allowed me to heal. Being with him has allowed me to heal and grow and realize that, you know, I don't have to flinch at every loud sound. You know, I don't have to recoil and immediately apologize, you know, if he raises his voice, if he's upset about something that has nothing to do with me, which honestly doesn't like ever happen, but you know what I mean? Like, you get conditioned, and it has nothing to do necessarily with the other person if they are actually not part of the abuse, but you get conditioned from everybody else who was. Anyway, speaking of the devil, JJ just came home in the middle of that soliloquy. So what was I even saying? So anyway, the point I was getting at was that now I am in a safe mental place, you know, where I'm not surrounded by abuse and I'm not in an abusive situation of any sort whatsoever. Thank the Lord. Finally. And yeah, I just never talked about it before, because even if I had been talking about past stuff and not included what was going on at the current moment before, this is before JJ, I guess I was afraid, first of all, I was afraid that it would come back at me and seem like I was talking about current stuff and people would get upset and I wouldn't be allowed to get away with it in some sort of way. And another reason was that I wasn't emotionally strong enough, because talking about past stuff in the situation that I was in at the time also would have brought to the forefront the stuff that was going on at the time as well. And, you know, if that makes sense. So either way, I wasn't comfortable talking about it, really. Now I can. So that'll be another video entirely, because there's so much to say. There's so much to say. I mean, I might get into specific details. In fact, I probably will. As much as I don't... see, my thing is, I've always just been really big on keeping private things private and not throwing anybody under the bus or anything like that. But at the same time, at this point, like, I don't know, I just... See, when you hear other people talk about their experiences and you're in a situation, it helps because you feel less alone and you can identify with it and you can gain some new perspective or whatever. And I feel like it's more important for me to do it for that reason rather than just like for my own personal reasons or anybody else who was involved keeping it a secret, you know, or not talking about it anymore, because I feel like it's just more important to put the stuff out there in case there's just even one person who needs to hear it and it somehow helps in some way or another, whether just to give a different perspective or make them feel less alone or inspire them to do something about it and move towards something better. You know, that is definitely enough of a reason for me to finally talk about the stuff rather than keeping it to myself. I don't know, this Onision stuff just sort of, it dredged up the crap. And yeah, for me personally, maybe not talking about the stuff as a personal decision to myself, fine. But at the same time, I have a platform. I know I'm not the only person who's gone through this. And, or for anyone who is still going through this. I know that. So it's not like I feel obligated or that I have a responsibility or anything. It's just more like I feel now that it would be selfish of me to not talk about it, just in case it helps even one person, because it's so important. And I want to help. I want to help any way that I can. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So like I said, that'll be a different video because there's a lot to talk about. So gear up for that. And yes, there will be a trigger warning disclaimer on that one because I will probably get into some specific things. I probably won't get emotional because like I said, I've moved past all of it now and I'm in a very safe environment and a safe place and I'm fine mentally now, finally grown away from the stuff. Well, I can't promise I won't get emotional because it is emotional stuff, but I do have the ability to distance myself from things and talk about things without getting emotional as long as they're not currently going on. It's a thing. I like that about myself. I really do like that about myself. So we'll see how that happens, but I am going to open up and talk about some things. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to throw specifically people under the bus. I don't want anybody to go off on a big rail against anyone who they think it might be, because some of these people, you have no clue who they are. This isn't just like the people you've seen on video with me since we've started YouTube together here. I mean, you know, I've had lots of time before YouTube even started to experience all these things. And again, some of these people, you have no idea who they even are. So I'm just going to be inserting my experiences with no names attached. I don't want anyone to assume anyone was anyone that they know. And that's just how it's going to be. So I know this is a little bit somber of a topic for a vlog, but again, this is me being real with you guys. That's what I want to do. That's how I like to be with you. I feel safe doing that now. I wasn't always before, but again, I'm in a good place. So me being in a good place with who I'm with now and where I'm at in my life also enables me to talk about things like this with you instead of just like, ooh, zany vlog life, la 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 la. Like a lot of my life is zany because I'm zany and it's fun and stuff. There's a, you know, down-to-earth human side of it as well. So I've been trying to share those parts with you guys too, more often than not. And most of the stuff is going to be past experiences because everything actually is very happy now in my life currently. And you guys see that. So now I'm just rambling because I've had caffeine. So I'm going to go now, go downstairs and hang out with JJ for a little bit. Watson is super cute. You can't see her, but oh, there's her ear. You can see her ear. Yes, look at how cute she is back there. He's my sweet little rat in here. He's just a little brown lump in the bed. So to recap, happy birthday, Oz. Go watch the video on my main channel called I Don't Like This. Go check out my 20% off sale on my website and my Etsy. Use coupon code YAY20 for 20% off everything. And stay tuned for the video where I actually finally open up about all this crap. And it's going to be a vlog. I'm not going to put it on my main channel. I feel like I connect more emotionally with my vlog audience than my main audience. It's a weird feeling. It's a different feeling. I just feel way more personable with you guys. Even though some of you are on both channels, it's different. The vlog audience, I feel more comfortable with. So it's going to be a vlog. Maybe it shouldn't be, but it's going to be. So that's the way it's going to be. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, bye.